Storm Team 29 forecast.
Gorgeous sky this morning as the incoming storm was getting to arrive. So we have those clouds, and of course it made for a delightful sunrise. That captured by Melody McAuliffe there in Stanton, the red sky sunrise. Here we go from Stewart's Draft. Look how vibrant that is. That was captured by Jeff. Let's take a look at our numbers. We've got overcast conditions. We're 40 currently. We touched 42 today after a morning low of 26 at the airport. The air mass is still fairly dry. This number will start to rise as this number falls as the atmosphere saturates and begins to moisten up. 34 currently at Valley Airport in Weir's Cave. 20 was the morning low, only made it up to a high of 36 this afternoon. Right now we've got 38 in Madison, same in Palmyra, 37 there in Dillwyn, 35 in Waynesboro, and 34 both in Stanton and in Harrisonburg. Over the last several hours this afternoon, we've had what we call precip aloft, we call virga. It's basically evaporating in the cloud deck before it has a chance to reach the ground. But that process allows cooling, evaporative cooling, and so it's beginning to moisten up the atmosphere a little bit more. The steadier rain right now is down across southwestern Virginia. Get down toward Wytheville and Abingdon and Bristol, and that's where it's a chilly rain here. But for us tonight, we'll likely start as some rain and then go over to some freezing rain, and it'll hold on longer to the west. But there's a live look right now of NBC29's Doppler radar. That process will chill the numbers down here tonight, so we're pretty much at or below freezing for the overnight and morning hours of Thursday, and that's going to cause some issues with freezing rain. There may be a little sleet mixed in, but primarily freezing rain. Of course, sleet bounces. Freezing rain's a liquid drop that freezes on contact with anything that's colder or elevated, and that's the concern. That colder air will become more concentrated and hold on longer along the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Shenandoah Valley, and hence the ice warning, where we have a winter weather advisory for Central Virginia, the Route 15, Route 29 corridor. Certainly the morning hours will be most problematic. Of course, it doesn't take much ice to cause issues, so watch your sidewalks, shaded areas. If you're traveling, slow your speed down. Watch ramps and bridges and overpasses. But certainly the farther west you go, those ridge tops of the Blue Ridge will stand the best icing potential. Even the valley floor, maybe a 1/10 to a 1/4 of an inch, but locally higher amounts right along the ridge tops of the Blue Ridge. There's about a 1/10 of an inch of ice on a tree branch. When you get a 1/4 of an inch or ice or more, that causes more issues, and that's when you can have weighted down power lines or trees that fall on power lines and cause power outages and the like. Temperatures are going to be cold tomorrow, but they'll climb above freezing, but we're looking at rain amounts 1 inch to maybe 2.5 inches. Here we are Thursday afternoon, we're above freezing, but it's a cold rain, mid-30s to near 40 for a daytime high. So this next surge of moisture is coming in from the south and west, ongoing severe weather down across the Gulf coastal region. There was a tornado warning earlier for New Orleans, and that rain will overrun this chillier air mass that's bled down the eastern slopes of the Appalachians. Meanwhile, the snow continues across the upper Midwest. So that's what we're watching, that chillier air, the rain overrunning it. And yeah, later this evening, here we are around 9, 10 o'clock, rain and freezing rain. Freezing rain in the morning, then it goes over to rain, and some of that will be heavy, then kind of tapers off as we go deeper into the afternoon, but it's cold, and then we clear out here on Friday, upper 20s and low 30s. It'll be a breezy day on Friday, 45 to around 50. So for tonight, rain and freezing rain developing, icy late and into the morning hours, temperatures in the low 30s. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Again, a colder but dry weekend, but the morning hours most problematic with that freezing rain. Doesn't take much ice to cause issues, so do be mindful and keep an eye on the temperature throughout the day tomorrow.
All right, Eric, thank you.
Thank you so much. We will be right back.